Hey guys, and welcome back to day 27 of the Stikeback-video-a-thon. We're almost there. We're almost done. I'm so excited. I'm so done with this. Burnout is a real thing. All I'm gonna say is after this is done, I will underappreciate only go posting one day a week. And like, I'm glad I'll be able to take a break because I've got like so many pre-filmed videos, so I won't have to film for a while. As always, all the information for Stikeback-video-a-thon, including the creators and the prompts, are linked down below if you want to check them out. Today's topic is behind the booktube. So basically, you're supposed to kind of just talk about like your setup, how you film, how you edit, and instead of just sitting here and telling you, there's actually a book tag for this that I've actually written down and wanted to do for a while, so this is the perfect time to do it. So this tag has 9 questions, and I don't remember I didn't write down who created it, so I will search for that and link the original video down below if you want to check it out, if I can find it. But yeah, so let's jump into this. Question number 1 is, what kind of camera do you use? This is a bad question. So I use a Nikon Coolpix something. My camera is a Nikon Coolpix P600. I don't know anything about that in camera terms. I got this camera, God, like almost 4 years ago for a birthday present. It's a nice camera. I enjoy it. I still haven't actually like figured out all of the workings for it, which I should probably do. Question number 2 is, what additional equipment do you use? The only thing I actually use now is a tripod, and it is a Velbum S6000. I don't even know. My dad had it for something. And when I started, doing YouTube videos, he's like, here, have this tripod. And I was like, okay. Question number 3 is, are your videos scriptured or structured? My videos? No. It's just kind of like, I get tagged for a tag, or I've got an idea for a video I want to do, and I'm just like, okay, let's turn on the camera and do it. That's about it. And a lot of the times with the questions when I do tags, like, I just sit down and start filming and try to think of the book instead of like actually like planning out the book, which sometimes I do that. I'll like actually like pick out the books I want to use for the questions, but I don't know. I'm a mess. I am such a mess. Like, everything in life I pants, like I never plan anything out, like it's just like always flying by the seam of my pants for everything. Question number 4 is, how many takes do you take when filming? Depends on what I'm talking about and how coherent my thoughts are for that video. Like, I can already tell you for this week, 2 of the videos that I've filmed, I've had to refilm because I didn't like the way I filmed them the first time. But normally it's kind of like a one take thing. Like if I mess up saying something, I will just repeat it till I get it right and cut out all of the mistakes. Question number 5 is, if you use music in your videos, where do you find it? I actually don't use music in my videos. The only time I use them is normally for my vlogs. And I've been using copyright-free music that I found on Bensound, which I'll link down below. They don't have a very big selection though. And sometimes I'll use my own personal music from my iTunes library to put in there, but you risk copyright. Or if it's personal, like I get it from my iTunes library, and normally it's some kind of alternative band. I really like to use the main because I like the main. Question number 6 is, how do you make thumbnails? So normally what I do, if I remember, at the end of each video once I'm done filming, I like take like a minute to sometimes even longer, depending what look I'm going for, and just kind of move around and like pose, and hopefully it turns out right, because then I'll screenshot it in my editing software and use that. If I forget to like do a thumbnail at the end of the video, I normally just go back and like move throughout the video and try to find like a screenshot that works for me. A lot of times they don't really work, so I'm just like, well, it's whatever. And then after that, after I've like saved it and like while I'm uploading the video, I'll edit the thumbnail. And so I use this website called Pixlr. And so I go in, enter the correct dimensions for the thumbnail and use my fonts that I saved. Like, I get my personal fonts, I go to dafont.com, and they have like literally anything you could be looking for. Like, I have the Harry Potter font, I have the Doctor Who font, and I have a bunch of other fonts that I really like. So I go in there and I look and I save it, and you have to save your font before you go into Pixlr, because if you've saved it while you already have Pixlr open, it won't register for you for that font that you're looking for. So you have to go save your fonts, and then you go into Pixlr, open it up, and all that fun stuff. So then you open it up with the right dimensions, you fix the picture to fit it, and then I go in and do the fonts, find a font I want to use, pick the color, boom, is done. If anybody wants me to show you how I use Pixlr, I can attempt to do it. I just have to figure out how to do the recording thing for the screen. I mean, I can do it for you. That's how I learned. I learned from somebody else's tutorial on how to use Pixlr. Question number 7 is, what do you use to edit your videos? I use a Pinnacle Studio. I think I have 20. Yeah, I currently have Pinnacle Studio 20 is what I use. This is a pretty expensive editing software, not gonna lie. I've never actually personally bought it. My dad surprised it for me one time for Christmas when I first started my channel, and then he's just kind of bought me the updated editions as they come out. So I think I first started with Studio 17, and now I have 20, and 21 is already out. I want to get it, but I'm broke and don't have the money for it. This is a really nice software. I mean, I like it. It's pretty easy to use. They also have a YouTube channel with tutorials on how to do specific things. Like, I'm slowly figuring more out about this editing software than I had at the beginning. Like, I figured out how to remove audio, how to speed up, how to slow down, and like all that fun stuff, and how to like zoom in and zoom out. Question number 8, any tips, tricks, or hacks when you are editing? No, I have none, because I still hate editing so much. Like, you're gonna get so annoyed with your voice, and like re-listening over to the same like 10 seconds because you're trying to catch where you need to edit a certain word out or a certain phrase out. Push through, especially if you're doing a long video. Most of the time you're going to spend editing is double how long the video clip is that you are trying to edit. So just push through, like, oh my god, just push through. Like, you're going to want to quit in the middle, but don't. Just like push through and get it done. I would personally recommend not editing more than one video at a time, because it's a hassle, like, editing multiple videos. I mean, some people can do it. I can't, because I just can't listen to myself and like look at myself for that long. I'm like, we need to stop right now. Also, one definite tip would be, when you are editing, obviously edit out long pauses, because nobody wants to sit there and listen to you go, like, nobody wants to listen to you just like sit there and like scratch your head to try to remember what you were saying, which I think is like basic knowledge. But also try and edit out as many and like just random like filler noises and like uhs. I personally say a lot, so just make sure to edit those out, just because like nobody wants to hear it, and it just kind of takes away from what you're saying. Just if you can. I mean, I know sometimes it's really hard to edit those out if they're like in the middle of a sentence or something, but like edit it out as much as you can. And finally, question number 9 is, in your opinion, what makes a good video from a production standpoint? Editing and lighting are so important. I personally do not want to sit there and watch a video that has been completely unedited, where you're just sitting there and there's like a good 2-minute long pause while you're trying to remember what you're saying. A lot of ums and uhs, and like I can't do it. You're taking away from the video. I've already forgot about what you were talking about in the first part of the video. Like, it doesn't have to be like high quality editing. Like, I know when you look at my editing jobs, you can tell it's been edited, because I move around a lot and I'm not always in the same position when I've like messed up and like restated something, but that's okay. That's fine. Like, I would rather see that, oh, she's edited it, than like sit there and listen to like a 2-minute long pause and like 10 million ums and uhs and like all throughout the video. Like, it takes away from the feeling of the video. You lose your audience. Like, stop. Also, lighting. I've already talked about this in some other videos, but like lighting. You don't have to go out and buy like a nice big professional lighting, because I use natural light, which the sun's starting to disappear now, so that's why it's getting a bit dark. But like, lights are expensive. I've already looked at some because I want to buy some. They're expensive. I'm like, I'm a broke college student. I don't have money for that right now. But you don't have to like go and spend so much money on lights. You can use natural lighting. Now the problem comes when people don't want to use the natural lighting and they want to film in front of their bookshelves that don't have any natural light. And it just kind of screws them over because it's like nobody wants to sit there and watch a really dark video. That's gonna be it for this video. The people I'm going to tag I will leave linked down below. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. I just thought it'd be interesting to tag. And so for the booktuber I am shouting out today, it's going to be Kennedy over at A Fangirl's Bookshelf. I just recently found her because Rocky shared her latest book haul, which is just her hauling all of her school books, and it's the funniest shit ever. And so I found her that way, and she's just really funny. She has less than 200 subscribers, and I don't understand why, because she deserves so many more. So check her out, like, please, like, give her some love because she's so funny. So that's it for this video. Like and subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. Until then, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!